She ain't talking because I can't hear that.
Hey guys, it's Ney Ney here from I'm Just Crafty, here collaborating with Designing with Ashley. Come on and say hey, Ashley.
Hello. Hey y'all, where y'all at?
Come on in, everybody. We are going to be making some badge reels today. So come on in, say hi. Tell us where you are watching from. And we are going to get started. If you want to request a copy of the supply list, go ahead and scan that code and it will take you to a place where you'll put your email and we will send over the supply list to you, as well as the link for the templates from today's design, totally free. You just got to pop in your email address so we know where to send over that list. All right. So we are going to go ahead and jump into our badge reel project. And I want to thank Ashley for inviting me over to show you guys this. I really, really love doing badge reels. It's definitely fun project. It's versatile. You can get the entire family involved in the project. I have a 2-year-old granddaughter, and we are going to be doing some things with badge reels for Mother's Day using some of her original art. So I'm super excited to share with you guys just the power of badge reels. So before we jump in, I want to talk about like what it is we're going to be using. And so Ashley is showing you over on the other screen some of the things that came inside of our kit. And let me pop that on real quick so we could take a look at the kit as well. Again, if you want to grab the supply list that has all the materials as well as links to where I get some of them from on Amazon, make sure you do that. Or if you don't want to have to go and order a bunch of random stuff that you may not even know if you want to use, then we can go ahead and you can grab a kit. So we'll talk about what's inside the kit, and then we'll talk about some alternative things that we can use for the badge reel. So this kit is enough for you to make 3 badge reels. And it just has some of the basic tools that you can use. This is an example of what a badge reel is. I guess I should start there. Let's talk about what is a badge reel. And Ashley and I are both teachers. And so I know at my school, we are required to wear badges or our ID badges at all times. And so the badge reel is just something that's cute because, you know, us creatives got to be extra. And you would just attach your ID to this right here, and then you would clip this part onto your shirt pocket. It's a clip on the back. I like to wear mine on my lanyard. So this is just one that has some extra components to it, but you can also get this template as well to make it. So we're not going to make this one today. We're going to make some teacher themed reels because we know that teacher appreciation is coming up in May. So let's talk about what you use inside of, well, to make this. I'm going to go off camera so you can hear me, but you won't see me, but you'll be able to see Ashley, and we're going to craft along together. I use shrink dink or shrink film. If you guys remember back in the day, those of us that are a little more seasoned, we used to have what was called shrink film, and you would like draw something, cut it out, put it in the oven, and then you would watch it like shrink and get hard. Well, that's essentially what I use for this. And so there's different kinds, like different shades. This particular one is more like the one we had as a kid, except this one is frosted. I think Ashley had some that were clear. You can see through it. And then there is also printable. And the printable film is white, has a white background on it so that the printer just, you can use it in any inkjet printer and it will create whatever design that you want to do. And then if you combine the printable one with your cutting machine, so if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette, then you can create some custom shapes and designs, which is what we are going to be working with today. So we have I printed out like a pin. Actually, show you what the sheet looks like when it's printed out. So in Cricut Design Space, you'll get this template where you can customize them if you want. If you want to add the name before you print it, or you can add the name after you print it, then that is fine too. But once you print it and then you do print and cut, feed it back through the machine and it will cut these shapes out for you. And then you will get them like more exact. Or you don't even have to use a Cricut. Like you literally can just take some scissors and cut around it. Okay, if you want to do that too. So it just depends on what it is that you want to do. Also, the note is that you want to print it larger because it's going to shrink down about 50%. So this was the original print size. And then once it shrunk down, this is how small it shrinks to. So that's why you see these that are pretty big, because they are going to shrink. That's why it's called shrink film. And then when it shrinks, it actually gets hard. Okay, so you can see it's pretty thick and it becomes more durable. And then when you add the UV resin on top of it, it even becomes that much more durable. So let's talk about.
So Ney, can you send the file that's edible so I can put it in Cricut so I can put my name on it?
Yes.
I don't mean for right now. I'm just trying to process what you said. So in other words, once I cook it, it'll cook. Right there is that design without the name, but I can do the second one with the name.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And you're going to, well, it depends. So for this one, I'm gonna show you guys this. I created this two ways. The first way I did not like, where I did it all print and cut the design all in one. Okay. And then except the name, I cut that out with adhesive vinyl. But I didn't like this. It just kind of was just to me. This one, I cut this in layers. So I cut out just a blank coffee shape. I cut out the top in white vinyl. I cut out the, what is this? The little coffee holder, the brown part in brown vinyl. And then I print and cut a bunch of these like Starbucks labels on printable vinyl. So I essentially layered this on top of glitter, and then I coated it with the resin. And I kind of like this a little bit better than just this way, because I was able to put the glitter behind it. So it's very flexible. There's a lot of ways you can do it. For these, I actually cut out my name, but I realized that I probably should have waited until after it shrunk down and then measured so that I know the exact size. So it works for some of them, but some of the pieces are a little bit too big as well. So we will talk about that. And then just some other really cool things. So these were all printed on the printable vinyl and then cut down. So here was the original size for this. And then this is what it shrunk down to. The other thing to note about when you use the shrink film is these both were printed the exact same colors, but when it shrinks, the colors get a little bit more vibrant. Okay, so these are just some things that you want to be mindful of as you are designing your badge reels. And then going back to, if you don't want to print, you can actually draw. So I did a little crafting chat the other day where I hand drew these two little rainbows. This one I colored using color pencil. This one I colored using Posca markers. And then I just cut out around it. Okay, so that is where you can use just the regular shrink film. And I will say that printable shrink film is a little bit more expensive than the non-printable. So
I'm willing to take it back though, because I'm not an artist like you, and this is not the
but
printable.
guess what? You don't have to be an artist, because what you can do is find a picture on the internet, put this over it, and you can trace it as well.
That means
So
only
you
if
can
I
do a
want
couple
these
different
three,
things with
right?
this, but this is great for kids because kids can draw their art. And like what I'm going to do with my granddaughter is let her draw on it with some markers or color pencils, then cut out the shapes and shrink it down and make keychains for like Mother's Day for her mom and like grandma, things like that. So this is pretty cool for kids, especially to do. And I know sometimes you do your hands-on workshops with students as well. So that is kind of like what badge reels are. These are a couple other ones that I started, did not finish. Again, just kind of plain. There's nothing fancy on the reel part, but these were all like print and cut. This is what it looks like before vinyl. This has the vinyl. I mean, before resin. This has a little resin on it, so it has a little sheen. And then you can get super creative with your string or the actual reel part. Add some beads. These are actually buttons. I like to go in the button section, and sometimes they have a lot of different theme buttons. I find them on clearance, and you can just add little cute accents to really make your reel stand out.
But what size
Now,
buttons would you use? I know about the Pasco markers. I just wasn't sure if I needed any more markers added to my collection.
it doesn't matter what the size are. You just kind of get. I've got a whole, like, these are some beads I found that I'm going to use on another reel.
Okay.
These like come in a pack like charms.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, because when I got into
Yeah.
the shrinking things, I was thinking, oh, you can make charms for your Crocs, and they'd be custom.
Yes. So definitely I make charms for my Crocs. Do I have any on my? I got on some sandals right now. I don't have any right now, but I definitely make Croc charms with the shrink film. I also make keychains. You can make jewelry. So there's a lot of different things you can do. That's why I really enjoy this product.
Well, the girls are teenagers, so I think they'll
valuability.
enjoy the custom Crocs charms, or they'll enjoy the custom of the paper here with the shrink ink where they write on it. But I think that I'm not being artistic. I was thinking I had the printable. So at least now I know the different options that I can use this for the children, because it's the one you draw on or trace. I'm just glad I got the kit because it's ready to go.
Yes. Someone commented, great to make zipper pull tabs for zipper tumblers. Oh, that's cute. Love that. Love that idea. Okay. Yeah, anything that you can do with this. For sure. And the resin gives it just that much more like stability and durability as a coating over it. So let's hop into our project because I don't want to make this too long. But inside the kit, again, if this is something you want to try, you can grab the kit. It has just the basic things that you can use to make a couple of badge reels. All right. So when we pop into here, so in here, you're going to get, for this particular project, you're going to get already pre-printed and cut 3 different designs. Okay, pencil, crayon, notebook paper. And then you will also get some of the blank ones just to practice and play with. Okay, and you may even want to practice and play with this before you shrink down these, because these are already printed, but just like draw something, put it in your oven and kind of see how it will work out. Okay, so you get that in the kit. You're going to get some sandpaper in case you have rough edges. You can sand it down. Cute little keychain. You're going to get some different style of the badges. Okay, this is a black one, blue one, and then this one is for probably a larger design. You're going to get a couple of beads that you can use on the string part. It depends on how long this goes. I may or may not be able to show you guys in this how to add the beads. It's a kind of a different process, but I will for sure add the video to walk you through that. You will get some glitter, some acrylic paint, and a little paintbrush. You'll get a little finger protector because we are dealing with resin. You don't want to use your finger. And of course, you will get our 60 grams of UV resin and a torchlight. This does not come with batteries because of shipping batteries with the postal service is a process. So just grab you some AAA batteries and you can add them to your torchlight. So that's what comes in the kit. Again, just to kind of get you situated and started playing around with this project. All right. Welcome from Texas. We've got someone on here from Georgia. Awesome. For some of you guys, we can't see your we don't see your name because you have to authorize Ustream. That's not it. But it's okay. We appreciate you.
We're just glad you stopped by.
Yes, we are. And if you have any questions as we are going along, go ahead and type them in the chat. Someone is asking a question about the kit. I will show you that really quick. Our kits are $39.99. You can scan the code or you can go to our website, themakerstudio.la, to grab your kit. And I will also drop the link in there. So are you guys ready to make some badge reels?
Yes.
All right. So really quick too, before we get started, I know Ashley is working from the kit, but for those of you that are going to get the template, make sure you go and request the template. I'm going to show you how to edit it really quick in Design Space.
So what do I need to do to get the kit? I mean, to get the template. The kit was only $40, which was really good price.
Yeah. Okay. So in Design Space, oh, I'm not in Design Space. I'm still in Restream. Let me click over. Hold, please.
I can see your screen.
There we go. All right. So you click Customize. And the good thing about this template, and I did it this way because I want it to be versatile for you all, is that it's currently in SVG. It's a cut file. Okay. So each piece is a different individual. That way, like if you want to do crayons, let's say you want to do crayons pink, or you want to change the color of the crayon box, you can. Okay. And of course, the name, you can change the name. But what you need to do for this particular project is just highlight everything in the image, and then you want to go to flatten. And once you flatten it, Cricut automatically translates it into a print and cut file. Okay, so that's all you have to do. All right, and I would suggest you duplicate it before you do that. That way you can maintain the separate layers and still be able to edit it. Let's say you want to use this to put on a t-shirt, or you want to use it to make a sign for a teacher or whatever. You have access to these files. So, and I believe you should be able to access this even if you don't pay for Cricut, because I created them myself. Okay. So just wanted to show you that really quick.
So will we be able to edit, and I can put Miss Ashley on it, or I can put Miss K or whatever?
Yes, you can totally edit the text.
Okay. So this clear sheet right here, if I draw on this while we're working, just with a permanent marker, I can shrink it and make it and then just save this other one to put my name on it? Or do I need to use a certain marker to decorate this one with my name?
You can, so two things. With the larger one, and I'm gonna, with the larger one, you're gonna shrink it down first, and then what you can do is once it's shrunk down, you can just measure the size of it. If you want to do it this way, measure the size of it, and then go ahead and create your name design in Cricut and cut it out that size. So like this is, I would probably cut my name about 1.5 inches based on this. When I go in Design Space, I would type the name and size it to 1.5 inches and then cut it out with the vinyl. And then when you're done, you can use transfer tape
And bring it over.
transfer tape, and then just transfer it on to there.
Okay. So maybe I'll make it without the name first. So at least I can finish it.
Huh?
That means I need to just pick one of these to make without the name first, so that at least I'll finish it, because that'll be before the.
Well, you can also make it, add the name, and then once you put this together, like if I wanted to add something else to this reel, I can still put it on there and then just go over it with one more coat of UV resin.
Okay, so let's see. So I guess I should make it plain because I don't have the file right now. That's why I'm standing up, because I'm considering plugging up the Cricut.
No, yeah, you don't need it because you've already got the pieces. So you can add the name later.
Okay.
All right. So in your kit, or if not, once you've done your print and cut, for those of you that are going to just use your own supplies, once you've done your print and cut, you're going to be left with this piece, right? Okay, so in your kit, Ashley, you have
alcohol.
Okay, so you'll have those pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the cool thing about Shrink Dink is that you can use your regular oven, unlike sublimation, where you want to have a dedicated oven for sublimation. Shrink Dink, it doesn't matter. I mean, I may suggest you have your own dedicated cookie sheet so that you're not using it on the same sheet that you're going to be cooking on. But I happen to have a smaller oven that I just use because I do a lot of stuff with shrink. So the only thing that you would do straight out of the box is get your oven together. And I'm going to add in the video of, it's my little Black & Decker oven. I think I put a link to it on the supply list. And all I'm going to do is turn it on.
I can still use the same one I use for my tumblers. I just need to put the rack in there.
Yeah.
What's the temperature? Is it still, I have my thermometer over here. I was just asking.
I usually put it at about 350.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be too hot because it happens really fast. Okay. So you've got your little cookie sheet. This is the one that came with my oven. And I like to use parchment paper. And the oven it gets hot really fast. I'm gonna, where are my scissors? I'm gonna just trim this down a little bit so it kind of fits. And the parchment paper is just so that it doesn't stick to the sheet. I mean, I haven't had any issues with it sticking to the sheet yet. Okay. And then don't forget, you're dealing with heat. Make sure that you have your heat gloves. Okay. And then I also like to have a cork. So when it comes out, just a cool or a cooling rack will be fine. And you'll see I'm doing that. And then I also use my little spatula to help me move it from here onto the cork so that it can cool off. All right, so you guys see how fast that got hot? Stacy, you asked, how do you request a template? I'll put that up in just a minute. I'll put the link up. Okay, so I'm going to put, you want to make sure you have some space because these do kind of move around a little bit. If you guys remember as a kid, it moves a little bit. So now I'm just going to come over here. All right, it's going to do its thing while it's doing its thing.
I had to go get the rack because I usually keep it out of there for tumblers.
Okay, you see it curling up?
Yep.
Okay, just give it a minute. Don't worry about it. It's going to do its thing. And this is really cool for kids. I actually did this with 5th and 6th graders. I had them draw their little designs and make keychains. And then they got super excited.
I may let the kids do it for Mother's Day. Sister little girl asked me today, somebody, can we do coloring t-shirts? I said, no, ma'am, y'all go home for spring break today. We can do those when y'all come back.
All right, and even though the pencil is moving a little bit faster than the crayon box.
So, Ney, you are already on the Shrink Ink?
Yes, that's already printed on the shrink film.
That's why you said the white background, because that's the printable one.
Yes. All right, so this one, I'm thinking I may have needed to turn it up a little bit higher, but it's okay. We're just gonna give it a little help, straighten it out, and just give it another minute in there to do its thing.
They said it was gonna curl up.
That looks good. So I'm gonna take it out, put it on top, and turn this off. I've already got some that are done. And then all I would do next is using my little spatula is just kind of pick it up, put it on here to cool, and just use a spatula to help flatten it out. Okay. And just give it a second so it can cool off. Once it's flat, it's already starting to get stiff.
Did you put your parchment on top to keep it from rolling up? Because that's what I did.
No.
Really?
No, it rolled up and then I just kind of opened it and helped it out a little bit.
Oh, okay. Because I put a little piece across the top because I know they said it'll tend to roll up.
Yeah, they'll roll up, but they should unroll back. All right. And that is what it looks like. And again, no two really come out the same. Like if you look at this one, it's a little bit warped. But you know what? Stuff that's handmade isn't perfect, and it kind of gives it that more unique quality.
Oh, you have pink. You had pink gloves. I have the purple ones because I felt like the pink ones I got in somebody's kit were too thin. So I have the super thick ones.
Okay, let's see. What questions?
Are you going to make
Any other
sticks of
questions?
them? She said, you see
I
my
made
name.
it. What software is this? Someone asked, what software do you mean for the templates? The template is Cricut Design Space.
It's an SVG, so it's basically a vector file that you can cut in any of them.
Yeah, but I created it in Design Space, so it's not.
Oh,
it's not like I can export it. I just did it in Design Space. Sorry, y'all. I'm a Cricut girl. I use all the other machines too, but I like Cricut because of ease of use for beginners. All right. So we got our oven. Do you guys have any questions about that first part? First couple steps?
That part was pretty self-explanatory. The little shrinky dink paper is probably going to curl up anyway.
Okay.
I put that parchment paper on top though, just in case.
So I have a question for those that are viewing. On a scale of 1 to 5, what is your experience using UV resin? Because that's what we're going to do now. What is your experience using UV resin? 1, if you've never used it. 3, if you've used it, maybe once or twice, you've tried it out. Or, 5, if you are like an expert with UV resin. Go ahead and let us know your experience level.
So Stacy's asking about how to request a template. Is that going to be separate on the website when they get the kit? Guys, please, if you get a chance. Oh, I see a few. Stacy says 4.
4.
Somebody
Okay,
says
good.
1.
Okay, we got a couple ones. Love that. Uh-oh, a -0.
Not a negative.
Okay.
We don't do negatives. It's okay. We're teachers. We can teach anyone.
That's right.
Anyone.
And always be willing to try. UV resin is very versatile too. Just like shrink film, you could do a lot with it.
He's adorable. He's adorable.
All right, Ashley's got her pencil ready to roll. So at this, now that we've got them shrunk down, this would be the stage where I was talking. If you wanted to personalize these now, you can measure it, how big the name should be, probably 1 inch, looks like on these.
Look, I want
And
to
then on the
compare them, so I
pencil.
only did 1.
Yeah. So mine's, I cut them out beforehand because I forgot to measure after. So what I would probably do is just cut out the miss and just put Tunson, because usually when you're at a school anyway, you go by last names.
Mm-hmm.
So Tunson will fit perfectly on any of these. So I'm going to just kind of set those to the side. But the next step would be to prep your badge. Okay, decide which one in the kit that you may want to do.
So it only took a few minutes to dry once you put the UV on it.
I'm going to go with the black one.
I think both of mine are black. Or are you talking about the color?
Yeah, because some of them have blue too.
Okay.
What did I do with this? All right. So I am going to, again, let me put this here so we can see our possibilities.
Did you only use the brush because you wanted to spread just a little?
The brush what?
When you brushed your UV on your pencil once it came out the oven, I thought you had to wait till it cooled.
No, I didn't brush it.
Okay. I thought you were brushing it once it came out the oven.
Oh, no, I used my spatula.
Oh, okay.
To just, because if it was still curled up, you can use your spatula to kind of flatten it out.
Okay.
Okay, and so then what I'm going to do now is to prep my reel.
The alcohol. And look, I made sure I got this 90%.
And all I'm going to do is take my sandpaper. And again, if you're using stuff you already have around your house, nail file works great. Okay. Or if you have the kit, there's sandpaper in the kit. And you just scratch up a little bit because this is naturally smooth and shiny. So you just want to scratch it up a little bit.
I think I'm going to cut it down because, look, you gave us a nice big sheet in the kit.
Yeah, for sure. It's meant to be used to get multiple uses. So that kit is not just a one-time deal.
Yeah, I was like, no. I said, that's the teacher in her knew that I only needed, look, a 3x3 block.
Let me grab another one. Because I don't want to use the stuff from that kit because I'm going to be giving that kit away to somebody tonight.
I wonder if these will work. I grabbed 2 from the Dollar Tree in case the kit didn't get here in time. So they carry their brand, but I'm like, I don't know about their brand and stuff. I'm going to roll with what's in the kit.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I'm going to just scuff up a little bit. And then after you scuff it up, spritz it with your alcohol. Let me cut my napkin. I don't need that much.
It's just enough to take the shiny off, right?
Yes, just enough to take your shine off.
You don't want to.
And then you just wipe it off to get any dust.
The packaging of the kit was really nice. I was like, is it all in this little box?
Say it again.
The packaging of the box, the kit was really nice. I was like, is it all in this little box? So I was really excited to see the alcohol was already there.
I try to get as many of the little things in there to make it easy because I really want people to experiment and try things. If you are a craftpreneur and you like making things, these are big time sellers on Etsy. If you know teachers, nurses, people that work like in social services,
anybody that has to wear
that have to wear
work, students.
badges. Yes. Okay, so after you do that, we're going to go ahead and get our resin, our UV resin. Where did I put mine?
Is my pencil too small? I mean, too big? Look at my pencil. He's bigger than the real.
Did you put batteries in your light, Ashley?
No. When I saw that the one you sent me needed batteries, I just broke it down. I grabbed the one from.
Oh, perfect. All right.
I got one at Penner.
So yeah, again, you guys, if you do order the kit, it does not come with batteries. So make sure that you grab some batteries from your dollar store.
Can I use this?
Right now, I have my little finger. Reusable as well, because when I first started doing these, I went through so many of the little disposable finger cots. I was like, this is crazy. So this is silicone, so you can just wipe it off with your napkin and your alcohol when you're done. You also get one of these in the kit. And all I'm going to do, let's see, which one am I going to do?
Does it matter if it doesn't actually fit? Because look at my pencil on the badge.
Yeah, so thank you for reminding me. In your kit, you also get glitter and white acrylic paint. And that is so, for example, I'll show you this one. It's kind of beat up, so don't judge my little Mickey Wonder Girl. But as you can see, this one was too small for the badge, and so I put glitter on it first.
But she too big.
Okay, and then attach the badge over the glitter. So that's why you have glitter in your kit if you want to put the glitter on there. So we can do that. And the white acrylic paint is, some people like to have their glitter background white. So you can paint it white first, then add your glitter to it. I'm just going to add some glitter.
All of a sudden, on live, you want to go to coffee? So 2 of these are glitter and one is the glue.
One is paint.
Oh, the paint. Gotcha. I did see a paintbrush. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I'm not going to paint mine. I'm just going to go ahead and I use a thin layer first. Go up higher. Wherever you want the glitter. So I'm going to do one color glitter right here in the center. And if you want to smooth it out. Okay. Then I'm going to put the red glitter in the center.
Really?
Just a thin layer.
Of course, I went with my favorite.
And I'm going to use my lamp. Can't really see it, but it's just the blue light.
Come on, Big Mama. Can you see the light? Look at me.
Yeah, you got a good one. I have a good one too, but I don't know where it is. My daughter likes to take it and use it to do her nails. I'm like, that's not what that's for. Have a good, like a rechargeable one.
I can't take credit from having chosen it. When I went to Pinners this weekend, the maker people were there. What they call them?
Maker Flow.
Yes, girl. Maker Flow. Oh my gosh. They had the most amazing setup. Anyway, I took the UV class and they gave us this in their kit. But I was like, that's
Oh,
still not
that's
going to
cool.
stop me from getting it local from people I know. I'm going to get it. So now I have two.
Yeah,
I love it.
they're based in Arizona. They're really cool people.
Yes. Spent a lot of time with them both days. I couldn't believe people didn't know what Pinners was. Nate, can you believe that? How you a craft and don't know what Pinners is?
Yeah, I went to the very first one several years ago and have been hooked.
Every year.
Okay, so now we're just going to, well, I'm going to go around the outer edge now.
All week the coughing finally stops and then comes back when I'm live.
Okay. And just use the blue. This blue is chunky.
I just have some from Michael's. I believe it is the Recollection because it's my favorite color. This blue I got this, aqua teal.
Okay, and again, I'm going to just put it under my light for about a minute or two to lock it in.
I had a big thing of the glitter and I put it in the little shaker so it could cut down on me wasting it. And then I just pour it back in there. Oh, I feel like I want to change my gloves.
I think I need to change my batteries in that one.
They gave us like 5 different molds, but they were all different. So I was like, how do you make a pair of earrings when you have 2 different shapes? So, the teacher and me said, hey, I'll swap you my teardrop for your circle. So I got 2 circles and she got 2 teardrops. But I was, of course, that student that did what? Did not listen when you don't go past the little part in the mold. So my earring doesn't have a back.
Oh. Right, so there's my little glitter. It's okay that it's over the edge because I'll sand that off a little bit later. But now what I'm going to do is just go over it with a top coat of the UV resin to keep it all locked in place.
Gotcha. Be careful not to have anything close to the UV. It might light everything up. Got a good coverage.
Just kind of smooth it out. So for those of you who've never used UV resin is activated from UV rays. So what that means is when you are using this product, you want to avoid sunlight.
Yep.
Even indirect sunlight can cause it to start to cure. So you don't want to use this product around like open windows. Now, definitely when you're finished with it, I love to take and set my projects in the direct sunlight to get that final cure. But while you're still working on it and building it, you want to avoid the sunlight.
My office here is near a window, but we're doing it at night. So I was like, oh, I don't have to move. Yes. So I just put the
Yeah,
commoner oven upstairs and moved the heat press.
exactly. Even if it's not a sunny day, like you still, those UV rays are still present. Okay.
Don't judge me. I poked a hole in it with the ink pen.
All right. And when you touch it at this stage, it's still kind of tacky, and that's okay because we are building our layers. But I've got my red and my blue. So then now going back to what Ashley says, if it doesn't fit exactly, you've got a little design underneath it. So that is okay. Okay, so you can put your pencil, whatever direction. So since I'm an art teacher, I'm going to get it pointing down. And again, all I'm going to do is just add a nice layer here.
I don't even remember what that alarm is set for, to remind me to do something.
Put the shrink Dink on it. Get it to my angle. And then again, catch it with the light. And it's that simple. So we're just building up. Now for me, because I do make a lot of these, like this is one of my main crafts, I have invested in, I'm now on my second UV light box. So I'll show you guys what that looks like in a minute.
What's an alternative to having it though?
I want to get this.
Ney Ney, is that a requirement or is there an alternative to it?
Well, no, it's because I like do it a lot. So how I'm sitting here, if I'm in here crafting and making quite a few of these, I wouldn't be sitting here holding it like one by one. I literally I would do little light for a couple seconds, and then let me hold that up. I would slide it in my box and start to work on the next one.
Let the box do the work, I guess. That essentially is your assistant. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what that looks like. It's kind of like a little chamber. And when you take the top off, it has this little platform, and the platform spins around so that it gets, let me show you. So it turns and it gets UV rays from all the angles. And then the light is here. And it has a mirror inside, so it's capturing every side of it. And so I could put one in here and then work on building up the next one. And then this one will be done into the next one. Now, the other one I had was a little bit bigger, but the light went out and I have to find somebody to repair the lights. So, nope, this is not a requirement, but for those that are like, I am going to start selling these in my Etsy shop, you definitely want to have some type of box, UV box. Okay. So now it is it's adhered to the badge. The next thing that I want to do is put a very thin layer over it to prepare for my vinyl. And this is just creating a smooth base for the vinyl because the texture of the shrink film is just a little bit rough. Okay, so very thin layer. Yeah, this looks like it's on its last leg. My poor little light.
Jeez. That just means you made a lot of money and a lot of crafty stuff with it. It's got its purpose down pat. That's what that means.
Sorry, I've got another light over here off to the side. I'm just sliding it under real quick.
So, do you prefer the silicone beads on your badge reels, or any
So I
kind of
haven't used silicone beads only because I just had a bunch of wooden beads
Gotcha.
on hand. But I like the way the silicone beads look.
And that's
I'm
why I was
just trying
asking
to,
if there was a preference other than just the way they look.
yeah. No, I think it's just, yeah, your personal preference.
Gotcha. I want to be able to put beads on, so I was like, well, let me ask.
Okay, so I've got my basic layer on. Now what I'm going to do, since I've already got this cut and weeded and on my transfer tape, actually my full name will fit for this one.
Can I just write it on there like with a sublimation marker or a permanent marker?
You can write
Will
with a
it stay?
marker.
I don't have any of the fancy ones I was reading about the passcodes.
No, but you can always go back and add the name later. Because remember, I just put a thin coat. Come on, the dots. All right. So then when you've got your personalization on there, go back over it. And this time you can just put a more generous amount of the resin to finish it off. And how thick you want to go, that's up to you.
I think my fingerprint gonna be right there on the tip of my pencil.
You say your fingerprint?
It's probably gonna be on the tip of the pencil where I was trying to hold it there so it would glue to the badge. Somebody Facebook user says, I think I want a kit. Girl, the kit is so worth it because it was everything in one place. So be sure to
Definitely.
go to
Let me put
the
that back up there
website.
for you guys.
Thinking of ideas for the kids. Girl, being a teacher myself, I was like, oh, teacher appreciation for my coworkers. Then I was like, no, I bought the Shrinky Dink so the kids could design stuff for Mother's Day to go with the other things that we already have working. But my mind went to spinning when I started talking to Ney, which is why collaboration is truly where it's at.
You see that nice little gloss over it? If you wanted to add another layer, yeah, I'm going to add another layer just because I can feel the indentations of the letters. So I want it to be a nice, smooth, glass-like finish on top.
I think I'm gonna make sure I get the template so I can make it a little smaller. I want my name on mine now. Now I'm like, no, I don't want the plain one. I'll probably give the plain one away now. Okay, let's see if you about ready.
Right.
Oh, I gotta do some cleanup.
The question was, does it smell? It depends on the kind of UV resin that you get. Different ones have different odors. The particular one that I sell, it doesn't have a strong odor. You can definitely tell that it's something, but it's not a strong odor, doesn't burn, anything like that. Let's see what else.
So if I have a little of it on the back, I probably need to heat it up.
Yeah,
She said
so
I
the
need one of
back,
these now.
no, if you can also go ahead, sometimes I will put some on the back. Like, I don't know if you could see this one. Where's the camera? See the gloss is on the back side too. So you can definitely go ahead and seal the back.
Oh no, I got some glitter back here. I was trying to rub. I was trying to say
Okay.
it.
But yeah, you can seal the back too. Huh. It still isn't even.
I was trying to remember what they told me you do to take some off. Don't you heat it up?
Take what off?
I got some glitter on the back that's attached to a little of the yeah, there it is. That's just picking up. Just a little piece. They're so adorable.
See what
The
other
nail
people
light is
do.
the same thing. It's a UV light. It's just I got one where I can stand it up.
The UV box and the nail light. Yeah.
It's the same
The
thing.
so the
No,
UV
the
box.
something
So
different.
the UV box is like it has the mirrors inside. Hold on. Let me try to pull that
That's
back
because
up
she
for you.
sells them. I just want to make them as gifts for myself as a teacher, other nurses. I know other teachers. I don't know that I'm in the market to be selling them. Sound like it does the holding for you for it to cure while you go on to the next bench or the next reel. I wonder how many does the box hold?
So there's different boxes out there. This particular one, if you see inside, it has the mirror. So this is going to give it a really strong cure. Whereas holding like that lamp,
Only gets a little bit.
the lamp is fine if you're doing a couple here or there, but if you're going to be making these, then you definitely want to upgrade. I mean, I think this box was like $40. So you sell a couple of reels and it's already paid for itself, but it has the mirror inside, so it's going to evenly distribute the UV, and the platform that it's on, it rotates. So again, all of the sides of the reel are getting that UV light directly. So I'm
Hey,
going to
Nate, let me
finish.
see your nails. Let
Huh?
me see your nails.
See my what?
Your hands, your nails. That's what I thought. Most teachers don't work with nails. The little girl asked me today, she's like, look at my nails, Miss Ashley. Because hers were pink and gel. I said, no, ma'am, I work on my nails only when, in pictures or something. So I may start with Color Street and give me some cute little stickers. But these are working hands.
Oh yeah,
glue
I
and
teach
paper.
art, so I spend a lot of my day cleaning trays and stuff, and it would just be a
Mhm.
waste for me to get my nails done
That's right.
because they would be
I knew
peeling. Like I
understand.
probably wash. It's like washing dishes all day long. Imagine washing dishes all day. Let's see what else. I need one of these. Hi Tara, thanks for. Oh hey Carolyn, I have a daycare. These are perfect, definitely. The UV boxes, yeah. So if you download the, if you request, where is that? If you request the supply list, there is a link to this exact box on there, and then once you look at them, a bunch of other ones will pop up, so you can just kind of look and see if there's a different one that you might like. But the one that I have here, I like it so far. And you can set the timer. So a couple weeks ago, me and some of my other crafting pals made these coasters. Now these aren't UV resin; these are regular resin, epoxy
That's
resin. But after I put this vinyl over it, I then coated it with UV resin, and then I was just able to put it inside the box and like have it on for like 5 minutes to get a really strong coat, and then I just set it in the windowsill to get the final UV, to get the rays. So this box is very handy for stuff like that
Why did you put the UV resin on top of the epoxy resin?
because I have vinyl decals.
Okay, gotcha.
You see it? Yeah, this is a
I
vinyl
got you. Just
decal that I
fill in the vinyl
personalized.
decal of whatever you put on top. And that's
Yeah.
why I asked, because look, this was the UV class, and they were like, put your whatever. I had a flower that was dying, so I broke the
Mm-hmm.
flower and threw it on top of the resin. Then I sealed it in, but then I'm like, now what do I do? And they were like, why you didn't put your name on it or pinners or the year? Because I didn't think that far, and I wasn't sure how to do it, you know? So you just gave me a great idea of how to finish my little first project. So look, this was project one, and this is project two. I'm so excited.
So yeah, this is our final look.
So hopefully you
Cute
get
little
some more orders
pencil.
for kits, Ney Ney. Hopefully now that they
Huh?
see it in action, hopefully now that they see it in action, you'll get some more orders for kits. Because it was really
Definitely.
amazing. Look at them little earrings
Yeah.
that I forgot to put the hole in. So now I just got two
Oh yeah.
circles. But I love my little torch, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so you definitely want to grab the kit. You get already pre-cut, pre-printed and pre-cut. These three designs. This is just for teacher appreciation. I'll probably add some more options to the kit. I'm definitely going to do like the Starbucks one because I think that is a huge, very trendy with the Starbucks. Do the different cup colors. I've been starting to collect Starbucks cups, so I will probably make that as an option in there, and then grab the request the supply list, and on it is the link to the templates where you can definitely customize and also use those things, use those images for other stuff. So because it's teacher appreciation coming up, I'll probably do a couple lives over the next few weeks using this exact same template, like maybe 5 ways. You know, I love showing people how to be versatile with templates and all the different things that you can definitely do with it. And that is it, you guys. Any questions?
How much is the template? Because I want to get my template. I need my name on my badge. Let me see. Show
It's
you my
free.
badge.
The template comes with the when you request the supply list. That's cute.
I got a badge.
You got on your teacher vibe shirt. I got on mine too. Wait, let me take my.
I bought the transfer from somewhere. It's a DTF. But I didn't
Yeah,
bring
I
my
got
apron
mine
upstairs.
from I sent the
It's right there.
design to my craft friend Mary,
I can't read it. What does it say?
MKY. Is it MKY Customs or MKY Creations? She's local out here in Long Beach. I sent her a bunch of designs and she sent me the DTF
I can't read
transfers.
it though. What does it say? I can't read it.
Oh, best teacher ever with the little
Okay.
cheetah print pencil on the
I saw
side.
the cheetah. Oh.
Best teacher ever. Oh, thank you. I'm
So
glad you enjoyed it.
very much so. Very much so.
Well, you all enjoy the rest of your Friday night.
Thank you guys for
I'm gonna go
joining us.
home and hang with the fam
Thank you
bam.
so much. At least I got to come in after work and have a couple of hours. You were literally straight from work. So we really appreciate you taking time to stop by these time zones.
Yes. Yeah, I literally came straight. I was running out like, gotta go, y'all. Gotta teach class. See y'all
We
when I
sure
see y'all.
appreciate you. Well, thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
All right, you guys have a great evening. We will see you on the next live. You're welcome. You're welcome.